honestly pretty poorly on it versus Invictus Gaming yesterday. He got solo killed by the Shy's Jason top lane yesterday. No, he's not. Was just finishing off that camp. Not able to do that much in the early game so far. Kanavi's just been throwing a couple of pillars into mid lane, getting some decent value. Dragon spawning. No flash on Chris makes a difference. Cream's going to walk into Tien, and he is going to get exploded. Jumps forward, thinks he has Kanavi hung on a little bit of a tighter leash, and doesn't. Weibo's jungle support. Turn up to the play first, get the first blood of the game. Goes over towards Tien's Jarvan. Jackal and Hung using this time to push in top lane as well. Dragon taken without contest. Rubs up in 2 minutes. Lights. Has cleanse, has flash. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. W lands too. And he's just punished. Uses both summoners, dies anyway. So Dragon, hang on. Kanavi stole the Dragon too? It's all falling apart for Weibo. I thought there was just going to be a clean take on the other side. Shows me how much attention I was paying to that part of the map. Top Esports get everything. Weibo, after getting such a crucial advantage in that mid lane, than Weiwei, I mean, you could argue Milky Way, fantastic debut, awful afterwards. Kanavi. Have they spotted out that banana brush? Guys, I don't think they have. They have not checked that at all. Hung's going to go down, potentially. Has the Ghost running and dodges out on 2 skill shots. Forces a flash Q from Light to finish that off. That's why you check your corners, kids. Entering into the room. Got to make sure your vision control is good. Dash away from the arrow. Hung goes down. Light using ult and flash. Does remove him of more cooldowns than he would have liked to use, but it's still a play going over Cream. What ult does he steal? Dragon spawned. Weibo, a good pick before the objective should mean this dragon is theirs. Cream does not manage to dash out of that ultimate. Chris will make sure there's no extra contest. Say that. There's a chance of Jackal getting a W into the ult. Pillar drops him out of the hitbox there. Jarvan ult comes in, and we know how dangerous that is. The smite comes through from Tien, but the kill comes through. What happens with the fight now? Flag and drag over the wall. The ultimate through from the Team Worlds to see him out to safety too. So it's 1 for Dragon. Tien will survive the last of the curtain call. Top Esports, not the contest they would have liked. 2015 went through to 2018, but his 2019 was very, very bad. I'd argue the Shy as well from 2020 to 21, was it? I think he had a bigger fall off. Awesome for his peak, obviously, and then he had that one cannon game where he went, 369 jumped on by Tien. Doesn't have the cask. No one on his side of the map. Goes up too far, trying to win out a little bit more in the individual matchup, and instead gets breathed a little bit further into the game. Tien, good minute or two from him. Good bush baits. Play into the side lane. 2-0-1. Very unlucky not to get an extra kill onto Xiaohu. He's got a lot of tenure on the Aurora pick now. He's one of the better players in the LPL. Jumping forward is Cream with a stolen Aurora ultimate. Crisp there to survive a little bit more, but he's not there to serve the help. Tien, who we're just praising, goes down. 3-man unit in the topside jungle. Crisp thought that the play was going to happen under the turret. It wasn't. It was happening in the topside jungle instead. Got the Poppy W in ways that you normally can't from the Silas. 369. Spotted out by Tien again. Another bush bait from him. Third time he's done this in the last phase of the game. He has Cask, has Flash, and the Cataclysm ignores it. Talked about it being unstoppable. Works out an absolute treat there. Flash from 369 as well. Difficult game from him on the ground. Now will be second for either team. Top Esports have pick of the litter for Cream's ultimates. Don't have the Jack's ult, but that's one of the least impactful team fight ones. Tien out of vision. Could go for another big play. Spotted on the sweeper. Not going to be free this time. Chris flashes forward and ejects the Trundle. Now they can go for the smite. Cream uses the Cataclysm, but he's wall stunned on his own Cataclysm. Flashes out. Doesn't have enough time to get a second round of cooldown. Smite fight's going to come through, and Trundle does end up getting back enough in time to get that second play down. 369 not quite able to get that kill. Flash away from Xiaohu. Q off target as well. You punt the Trundle and don't focus Drake. Well, the problem is if you focus... So I think the Cataclysm stopped the auto attacks coming through from Tien and Crisp. I think if they were able to auto attack it, I think they might have focused the dragon. Cream casting Cataclysm did mean that Tien and Crisp couldn't focus down the dragon. I suppose I think they also just think they should have just won the fight. So, you know. Knavi, third item. Hasn't gone for the tier worth noting, so he's not going towards the Muramana, which can be big damage spike later into the game. He doesn't often complete a second, often does it third. Pillar into that brush. Chris, ulted by the Trundle. Punts him out, but still very low on resist. Doesn't have the flash anymore. Good accuracy from Jaculov, kills him down. Good pick off, 1 for none. A little while to buy back that cooldown of the Subjugate as well. Minute and a half until Dragon. So if there's a fight around the point for Ocean Soul, for a Trundle, I don't know if that's great. Tien might just go for the steal, going in again. Has Cataclysm to go forwards. Varasol not getting much there. Smite comes through. Cream activating that Rift Maker. Has himself the Cataclysm. Jump forwards onto you by 3. Has a lot of damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to use it, and indeed he won't. Goes down. 1 for Dragon currently. 369. Has cast, has flash, uses the flash to get out. 1 for Dragon. Top Esports. Sold points. And Weibo down plus. Shahu now ultimate. Ultimate on Light as well. Subjugate also down. Jaculov can open up the curtain call, and indeed does. They're all being shredded because they've stood by the Atakan. This is very dangerous from now. Where's the cask? Not going to come through. It was already used, rather. Atakan goes down. Top Esports from him. It's been caught out 1v2, 1v3 multiple times. Had 1,000 gold lead. Lost it in that lap good enough to justify picking them. Comes forwards. Actually gets a hit onto them. Gets a stack of his Conqueror. Gonna get slammed into the wall by the Poppy. And Cream had no flash. Goes down. Once again found in a 1vx. Weibo putting multiple members into his lane. And on his case, Cream, despite having so many resources, has struggled to impact the game. Shahu gonna get some alone time on top lane tower. And Cream just wasn't safe to walk up there. Tien has been in every single brush. Every single brush. Top Esports will have a chance to... Can Weibo bring us to a third? They've often been 3-game merchants. They'll... Oh, 369 caught out. That's important. Top Esports can afford to give away maybe 1 Dragon. Cask not cast just yet. Used there. Doesn't get him out of the Cataclysm, though. Second Flak and Drag comes up. Shahu will surely finish off this kill. Misses the E and the Q, though. Has to commit the ultimate. 369 can go in for a last body slam. Shahu's skill shot accuracy not great there. Stolen Cataclysm. Not going to do that much from Cream because of the flash away from Tien. Flash away from Cream now. Sees that once again Top Esports going to walk in towards an objective without the full complement of characters. And I think Top Esports will just call it quits on this one, maybe. Navi not safe to walk in. Top Esports, another poor objective fight for them. But this time they don't get the Dragon. They still lose the kills. Breathe, walking forwards, jumping forwards. Not to get that much done. Tien, once again the hero of this game. Breathe feeling very happy to jump forwards. Stunned up, but doesn't really care that much for it. Breathe, well, you might need to can now. Counter-strike jumps away. Maybe not. Baron available. Varasol stolen by Cream. AP scaling on that is ridiculous for those of you that don't know. I'm actually not sure how this works, but do you know if stolen Varasol applies the Varus passive? Because if it does, that's insane, because the AP scaling on that is ridiculous. Jumps forwards, gets the play onto him. Is the Flag and Dragon going to come out in time? Yes, it is. Good defense from Poppy. Knavi jumping forwards beyond the counter-strike. Is he going to get CC down? Yes, he is. And he can't finish off Tien. Poppy goes down in the front line, but Knavi cannot make the solo dive mission a reality. Tien just a little too tanky, a little too much peel on Top Esports. These picks, these team fights are not working out in their favor. Teleport in towards the mid lane. Low HP turret here would be a good pickup for Top Esports if he can finally get that goddamn turret down. Cream can try and auto the turret, and he does do. Gets the between worlds. Lights has flash, not forced to use it just yet. Bad Zenith play goes onto the Seeker's arm guard. Breathe. And now the ult comes out from Jaculov. Cream burst out by Shahu, who will then proceed to body block the last of the curtain call. Top Esports. 369, you should have E'd the other way, back towards mid lane. Slow on the recall now, won't be there to disengage. Breathe spotted on the flank. Weibo with much superior positioning. Getting poke out. 369 late on the play. Teleporting in now. Turret falls in favor of Weibo to just minions. Dragon spotted now. Top Esports get it to the Ocean Soul. The game goes in their favor. 369 trying to answer Breathe now. Body slam for Counter-Strike. Tien jumping onto 369. Cask onto Tien. Kicked by the Zenith play. He's now separated from T. Oh, Tien, he's gone too deep. Goes down into the GA. He'll have his flag drag up as he comes back out. Where's the body slam? Counter-Strike looking to save him, but it's not going to be enough. Jaculov survives. Dragon still available, and Cream goes wild. Weibo had the better setup. Top Esports have the better team fights. They'll kill off the jungler, they'll kill off the AD carry, and everyone else but Xiaohu. Ocean Soul is theirs, and Top Esports, another game of will they, won't they? Yes, they can. Impact the game. Got a crucial explosive cast to separate TN away from his team and into the waiting arms of Hung's Leona. Baron goes down onto 5 members. The 4-0 team fight. 15 SKT or 2025 Gen G. I think 2015 were better for their era. Overall, Gen G massively. TN caught up by that W. I think the competition in 2015 was much worse than 25. Cream jumping forwards. Curtain Call getting a good chunk there. Good damage onto Crisp. Turret falls. I mean, I personally think 2015 SKT Summer and into Worlds is the best roster of all time in LCK Cup. So I guess that's analogous to each other. Oh, what do Weibo do now? TN jumps forwards, teleport behind them. Here comes the Jax. And they do that much about it. No cleanse on Jack. Love has no flash either. Great disengage coming through from 369 though. And I don't think Breathe will be able to finish off the kill. Trundle goes down, but he's just doing a delaying action. Breathe will go down. Jungler, the top laner. But the damage of Top Esports has so much extra HP. The Ocean Soul doing tons of work. Kanavi happy to play rear guard to keep the team alive. Look how much health they've got to work with. Cream can teleport back in. And Breathe couldn't make the solo dive work. TN jumping forwards. Has Cataclysm. I don't know if you want this one. They don't reach Shakulov. Ocean Soul starting to tick over. Teleport in from Cream into mid-wave. Curtain Call's back off cooldown again. Level 18 will do that to you. Low cooldowns. Bloody hell, it's a lot of damage. The armor pen, the lethality. Really, really hurts, doesn't it? Feeling he can get through from the other parts of his kit as well. Elder Dragon spawns. Weibo forcing the way through bot side of the map. Flashing forwards for the stun. Doesn't get the E. Doesn't really get that much value. Cataclysm onto 4. They're all stuck in there. TN will survive. Hung. Not a great combo from him. He'll go down very, very quickly. He might have sold out his team. And now they're in the choke point. Jackalope getting soloed out by Breathe. But the cask is good to survive through that. And Weibo doing it. Weibo, they might have just won through it because Hung's poor engage gave them the answer through into it. Jackalope will get a kill back. Has Guardian Angel. Has Flash. Has Curtain Call as well. He might be able to one-man army this. How much work can he do? He has to do it now. Great damage through. W misses. Curtain Call opens up, but it's going to be answered by the Popular. Instead, gets the GA out. And Chris will evacuate him to safety. Weibo, I don't think they'll be able to end the game off of this now. Jackalov walking up, has 4th shots. TN coming forwards. Wall stun onto him. Good damage to Jackalov. They don't finish him off. W less. Jackalov is going 1v4 and walking away with kills. Jackalov is doing it again. Goes down into GA. And he'll probably die for the cause, but he will stop the Elder Dragon being taken on. Good timing. Jackylov, what an attempt. First death of the game is a very, very valid one. Weibo tracking incredibly well. Jackylov trying his goddamn best. Well, that was a team fight of all time. Toppies will still have the Ocean Dragon. We did say, hey, Weibo, if it goes late game, yeah, they'll have extra damage. That Varus is doing so much work. Holy crap. Hung better be thinking about what the hell he just did in that last fight, because this game felt like it was won. Stolen Popule, get some of the minions away. That's all they can do. Elder, still available for 30 seconds. There's a Varusol. If that hits, could end the game. Watch out for Light's ultimate. Where's that going? First turret down. Wave play's not good enough. Might need to use the cast. Cast already down. Sorry, but second turret's going to go down. They can focus the Nexus. The Elder is still up for another 10 seconds. The Cal goes onto the backline. Can they finish the game? Yes, they can. And Weibo will bring us to a third game after an